Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do the giant pyramid. What that basically means is you're going to do an exercise 100 times and a different exercise 90 times and 80. Always a different exercise and always going down by a set of 10 repetitions. So this workout is supposed to give you a good result per exercise, even though the repetitions might be very high. So for example, if I had you do maybe 100 push-ups, altogether, that would be too hard. But you can do 100 scissor kick abs and you should be able to do them because it's the perfect amount for you to feel like it's working really hard. You can take breaks, but you can get to that. Same thing with the 90s and the 80s. All the exercises are set up so that you can get to that number while working very hard. So what we're going to do to start this off is an ab exercise, and you'll see it's going to go abs, legs, arms, abs, legs, arms, that kind of thing like that. And what I'd like you to do is make sure you have a nice comfortable mat because you'll be down for a lot of these exercises. And also think about the modifications that you might use. So for example, in the first one, I'll show you how you can have your head up or down, your legs higher or lower. And during the workout, I'll give you some ways that you can modify the exercise so that you can get to those big numbers. Okay? So if you're ready, we can begin. Okay, so the first exercise, like I said, is going to be a scissor kick abs. I'm going to ask you to do it with your head up if you can. It just gets a little bit tighter in the core that way. But if your neck bothers you, you keep your head down. We're counting the scissors 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to go to 100, okay? So everybody set yourselves up on the mat. Make your hands like a diamond. Put the diamond underneath your sit bones, and when you're ready to, shoulders up, legs as straight as you can. You can just go 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 5, 6. Keep your legs as straight as you can. That's 20. Now, if you start to feel it in your lower back, 30. You can have your legs higher. If you feel like you want to go a little bit lower, that's fine. That's 40. It's a little bit more advanced. So here we go, coming up on 50, halfway. 1, 2, 3. Make it a nice strong kick. 9, 60. 1, 2, 3. 7, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. 8. If you need to put your head down, you can. Otherwise, you keep it up. Last 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees for a second. Sit up. And just be careful you don't stand up too fast. Okay, so if you feel like you're not going to get dizzy and you're ready to go, we're going to go into 90 heel raises. Feet like a V. Hands do whatever you want. 3, 2, 1. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first 6. These are not that hard. 8, but it's going to be 90 times. So when it gets hard, 1, we want to keep this same rhythm. 3, 4, 6, as high as you can. 7, 9, that's 20. Try to squeeze your glutes. 3. This is really good. 5 for building strength in your feet. 8, 9. You guys starting to feel it? 30. 1, 2, 3. So if you don't have weights, 4. Intensity techniques. 7, like repetitions or time under tension. 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Starting to burn. 50. Try to keep your knees straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to readjust. 9, 60. From time to time, just move your feet a little bit. 2. We'll try to keep going. 3, 4, 5. You start to feel 6. Some of the secondary muscles, hamstrings, tibialis muscles. 9, 70, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 90. Good. Okay, so like we were saying, abs, legs, arms. Now to do an arm exercise that's going to be 80 repetitions. It can't be super hard, but we do want to make it hard enough that you get some kind of result out of it. So we're going to do an 80 shoulder tap plank, okay? So the modification here would be doing it on the knees. If you can, you do it straight legs, set it all up. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 3, 4, 6, 9. You can sway a little bit side to side, but not too big. Keep your abs scooped in. That's 20. 2, keep your hands more or less under your shoulders when you place them down. 30. Your feet, 40, are slightly wider than your shoulders. Breathe. 50. Keep your hips low, especially if you're doing these on your knees. 60. 70. And 80. Good. All right, guys. So you made it through the hundreds, the 90s, and the 80s. So we're going to go back to abs. 70 ab exercises, or repetitions, are going to be a little bit harder because you're doing less, but they shouldn't be deadly. You want to be able to get to 70. And what I'm going to ask you to do, since on the scissors you targeted your lower abs, on this one I want you to target more your upper abs. So the move that you're going to do is a crunch. It's really not that complicated. However, you have a couple different versions. You have it with your feet down, like this. You have it with your legs up, like this. You have it with your hands underneath your head, if you feel like your neck gets tired. Or you have your hands on the sides of your head so that you're working out your neck muscles too. You're not just holding your head. So let's do it together first, and then we might modify. Remember, number is 70. You want to bring your chest kind of up to the sky, not down to your feet. I'm going to do it like this. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm not going down. It's like little, tall, high pulses. That's 20. Breathe. 30. When you get to 35, if you have your feet up like I do, switch. 36. And little pulses. 40. Keep your abs pulled in. 50. If you feel your neck, hold underneath. 7. Stay strong now. 8, 9. That's 60. You should be burning. 7, 8, 9, 70. Good. Okay, so that's pretty hard, but it's not impossible. The goal here is to kind of keep up with me. I'm going at a moderate pace, but keep moving. Okay, so also the next one, when we do our next exercise, which is going to be 60 moves with the legs, you're going to do an alternating reverse lunge. Okay, so it's quite a lot of times. You just kind of try to flow with it. Okay, hands up by your sides, or here, whatever you want, and it's going to be kind of slow. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is a deliberate pace. 6, because especially if you're barefoot. 7, 8. There's a lot of pressure on the toes. 9. And like I said before, and I've said in the past, especially if you come to work out here at our studio, working out barefoot is really important because our feet get pretty lazy, always being in shoes. 7, I like this little elbow thing. Kind of gives me counterbalance. 9, and that's 20. So just keep going. 2, keep your eyes focused. 4, keep breathing. Be careful you don't bang your knee. You want to bring it pretty low. 9, here we come up on 30, halfway, but don't bang. Also, it's not a really big back step. You get 2 90-degree angles with the legs, or more or less. 35, 36, some of you might be feeling it now. 37, 38, 39. Keep it a pace that you can keep balanced. I think we're somewhere around the 43s, 44, 5, more or less, 6, 8, good, feel your quads. Say that's 49, let's count that about 50, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, careful with your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's say 60. Good. So you should feel your quads, feel your heart rate come up. It's not super easy, it's not super hard. It's like an intermediate workout. So now, we've done abs, we've done legs. We gotta do something with arms. Now, arms at 50 is still a pretty high number. If I said to you to do 50 push-ups, it'd still be pretty hard. This is easier because the time it takes for your head to come off the ground, relatively quick, right? This, in itself, takes a little bit longer as a move. So, it's still plank, still one arm lift, but you're going forward lift. 50 repetitions. Remember, you can always do it on your knees. If you can, set up straight legs, wide base. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might have to do little readjustments. 10, 2. 20. 30. 'Little side to side movement is okay. Not too much. That's 10 times. 9, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Done. Good. Okay, so in a logical way, using repetitions that allow you to work hard, but not crazy, we've gotten all the way down to our halfway point. So you've done the 50s, right? 40s, you go back to abs. Now, you did upper abs, you did lower abs. Let's put them together with a twist so we get obliques. This is another exercise. If you suffer from neck pain, you can do it with your head down. If you can do it with your head up, great. If you need to do it, take breaks and keep going, fine. So, it's a scissor with an alternating hand touch. Now, the goal is to get close to your foot. If you can't get all the way up there, do the best you can. It's not too fast. Deliberate pace means flow, but don't speed through it. 3, 2, 1, you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch your toes 6 if you can. 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Legs as straight as you can, but if you're a guy, might be a little bit hard. 20. 2, 3, Shoulders up. 30. 9 and 40. Good. So you made it through all 3 of your ab exercises. Now, when you do your legs, 30 squats, really not so bad. So, just set it up. Remember, comfortable stance with your feet. Elbows hit knees when you go down. And today, just to make it a little bit harder, keep your hands at your chest. So don't take your prayer hands away from your shirt. 30 repetitions. 3, 2, 1. Down. Up. 2. 3. 4. Squeeze your glutes. 6. 7. You blow out when you come up. 9. 10. Just keep going. Keep your core muscles tight. Up, 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 up. Good, that's 20, you're most of the way done. So 27, 28, 29, 30, done. Okay, so you guys, you know me by now. I love squats, I love push-ups. Your round of 20 is 20 push-ups. Don't go too fast, right? Time under tension rule applies even if 20 is hard for some people. Don't go really quickly through them. Take your time, and we'll do our round of 20. Now, knees down or legs straight. Elbows in either case tight. Set up your round of 20. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20 times. Keep your glutes tight. Your stomach in. 10 more. $19, $20, and if you want to, go into child's pose. All right, guys, so you've done almost everything. The workout takes you to the last exercise, which is obviously going to be the hardest because you only do it 10 times. Plus, you're using all the accumulated fatigue that you've gotten to this point with, and your heart rate is up already. So, when we do the burpee, it's 10 jump backs, push up, jump up. The mod is you step back, push up, step forward, but everyone does a little hop with your hands in the air. One of the things I see people doing wrong with burpees is when they jump back, they land on straight arms. That puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders. So if you guys have done any of the yoga stuff where you jump back and you go into chaturanga, which is the stick pose that you go down as a solid board, you do get into it through a bend in the elbows. Same thing here with burpees. Last move, 10 reps, burpees. Here we go. Start in a crouch. Hands on the mat. 3, 2, 1. You go. 1, 1, 2, 2, and so forth. Everyone does their own pace. Land soft like a cat. Last one. Some of you might be keeping on going. Keep going. Don't stop. Get to 10. So that's how you do the giant pyramid. Doesn't take you a long time. Gets your heart rate up. Some of you broke a sweat. Some of you did something new. Maybe you haven't done a burpee before. Maybe you haven't done a pyramid before. The goal is to stimulate the body. So more stimulus, different stimulus. The body has to adapt. In the process of readaptation, you get stronger, more agile, more cardiovascular health, all those things. So if you're feeling super hardcore and you want to do it again, I invite you to do it again backwards. So go burpee, push-up, squats, 40 abs with the twist, and all the way back down the pyramid. But for most people, that's fine. It's like 15 minutes, doesn't take a lot of time in your day. It gets you strong. If you couldn't perform it all at this speed, do the video again, get better at it, and try to make it so that this ends up being not terribly difficult. If it's too easy, like I said, go do the other side of the pyramid, or just stay here. This is a good level of fitness. So we're promoting health, we're promoting well-being. If you like all this stuff, hitting the subscribe button really helps us. Also hitting the like, the thumbs up, that also really helps us quite a lot. So as always, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this and looking forward to seeing you again soon.